Good. Yeah.
So there's a couple things you probably want to get off your chest, given the controversy. I mean, we all saw it. The frustration was evident. What's your take on that?
You want the PG version?
Can you give it to me?
Fucking bullshit. I mean, let's just be honest. We saw 2 fights ago. Justine Kish was getting strangled for, what, like 2 minutes or something like that? You know, here's what's frustrating. Yeah, you put a guy who's just swirled in controversy in charge of a main event. You realize that this affects our lives. You know, I'm not talking from a financial standpoint. I don't care about the money. You're talking, I win this fight, I go into the top 5, you know, I'm on the brink of a title shot. And you've seen the guys I've fought the best grapplers in my life, the best. They've all had my back and I've gotten out every single time, okay? I've studied what I've done on Kevin. It's a palm-to-palm RNC, an arm pump choke. I fight the hands when he's going RNC, switches palm to palm, shrink your shoulders in, flex your neck, get your elbows in. When he loosens up, you elbow down, turn in. I saw a short time on the clock. I went to what I know, and the next thing I know, the fight's getting stopped. This is the main event. That's JV bullshit. I mean, that guy's too focused on being some kind of playboy in front of the cameras, making his little heart logos. Maybe you should go back and read the fucking rule book. And I'm not trying to sound like a poor sport, but it's really hard to be positive right now when I've been striving for this main event spot. And I get it, and I just feel like I just got fucking robbed, you know what I mean? It's hard not to feel that way, and, you know, it's like, even let's put away the opportunity that got taken away from me. I mean, now Kevin got a win, technically, he's got a win over me, swirled in controversy, that's taken away from him, and then the fans. You think the fans want to watch a main event on a Sunday night end like this? No. You know what I mean? It's just pathetic. I really feel like this is just like a shitty dream. I feel like this is like between the Joe Lozon fight I have this, like.
Have you had a chance to watch the replay yet? Because I think the one thing that everybody points to is there is a moment where it looks like your arms go a little bit limp or something. Have you seen it yet?
I watched him. I literally watched him come in and reach, and I was already like, no, you know what I mean? Like, I was fully coherent. And even at that, you let a guy go. If I'm gonna go out, you let the guy go. You know what I mean? For real. I mean, if you know Kevin Lee and you've seen his fights, go watch his fight with Al Iaquinta. You see the choke he had Al in, palm to palm, same one I was in. See how long Al was in it? What happened? Al got out.
Do you think maybe that you were a victim of Mario, you know, stopping fights too late recently, and he maybe was like, I gotta get on top of this one?
No, I think it was just a case of Mario just being a very poor official. I mean, that's just plain. I mean, that doesn't validate anything. Okay, so he's trying to make up for late stoppages. So now he wants to do early ones. Hashtag bring back Josh Rosenthal. For real, let's get some real good officials back in. Let's get Dan Murguiata in there. Let's get the good officials. Pete Peterson, why wasn't he my? He was there tonight. Why wasn't he my official? Why do you stick a guy like Mario Yamasaki in the main event slot in any case? Could you imagine? Imagine if this was like a world title fight. Imagine if this was Conor versus Tony Ferguson. And Conor's fighting off a choke, and all of a sudden it gets stopped early. You know what I mean? I know that this fight wasn't of that magnitude, but let's put it in perspective. There's something that has to be done about it, and you know, we're gonna seek due diligence. You know what I mean? There really is bullshit. Chances are it's not gonna get overturned, but I'm not gonna go down without a fight. And best case scenario, I get a fucking rematch in Detroit. I'll fight him in his own backyard. I'll fight him right now. I'm ready to go rounds 2, 3, 4, 5, and rematch. And when I beat him, we can do a trilogy. Let's do it. I'm ready. You know what I mean? If you're gonna beat me, beat me. Period. You didn't beat me.
Your message and his is pretty clear about, you know, Detroit. You mentioned earlier, is there something going on in Detroit that is unofficial that we don't know about yet? And, you know, is that something you really want to push for as far as getting it done?
Dude, I'll push for a rematch, and I don't even know Tibet. I don't care what the rematch is, but I know he wants to fight in Detroit. He ain't getting the Khabib fight. I'm your Huckleberry. I'm right here. Let's go. Let's run it back. And if you think you really beat me, then beat me again. Prove it. You know what I mean? There's no way you're gonna ride this win thinking you won. You did not beat me. You did not beat me. There's no way. I'm fine. I hear he's limping around on crutches. He's supposed to be the striker. I landed one punch and put him on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Let's run it back. I don't blame him. If he doesn't got the stones to do it, fuck it. And from what I hear, he fights dirty. I saw a clip of a replay with he's north-south on the top of my fucking head. You know what I mean? I'm not here to bitch about that stuff, but dude, I just want my fucking rematch. And if he fucking beats me, then he beats me. But actually fucking beat me this time. Don't. This is like grade school fucking JV bullshit. Honestly. Sorry if I tried to put together a more articulate way to put it, but there's really I can't string together any fancy words to paint a better picture.
I know you said, after the press conference thing, like you lost your cool in that moment, and since then, like he wasn't in your head or anything like that. You being so hard on the rematch, is it just because of the result, or is there still like a personal?
There's no personal. That dude. Like I said, I've been saying it for the last 2 months. It's water under the bridge. I don't care about the press conference. I don't care about the talk. I mean, if I cared about the talk so much, there's things he was saying all week in interviews that I'd be puffing up about. I don't care about that. I think that any fighter in my position would be as upset as I am right now, whether there was some type of, press conference nonsense or not. That has nothing to do with it. I win this fight, I'm in the top 5. I'm on the brink of fulfilling a childhood dream, and I just had the rug ripped out from under me. Who wouldn't be upset? You know what I mean?
When you get that call from UFC, whether it be from your manager, is the rematch the only fight that you're looking at right now, or will you take another fight?
Honestly, I'm going to campaign hard for the rematch. Why not? I mean, listen, people want to see hyped fights. People want hyped fights. They like, the press conference was, to me, stupid, but that's what the fans want to see. Strike when the iron's hot. And the iron could not be any hotter right now. This whole thing that happened tonight, on top of what happened in Dallas, it would be pretty foolish on behalf of the higher-ups in the UFC to not put this fight together. I already called Dana. I already talked to him on the phone. You know what I mean? He had some very choice things to say about Yamasaki. I'm sure you can imagine. But I mean, this is it. You want hyped fights. That's what they want. They want entertainment. They want entertainment. Hey, fighter, you need to be more brash. You need to be outspoken. You need to get people watching your fights. Well, guess what? What else do you got to make people want to watch this fight? Let's run it back. I'll finish the job. And then when I finish him, I'll give him a trilogy fight, and then I'll bury the hatchet. I'll beat him 2-1. But the difference is I'll beat him twice. I'll beat him, and I'll let Yamasaki actually be the ref both times. And his poor officiating won't even be able to fucking do anything with the results, because I'll make it very definitive.
Is it safe to say that until you hear otherwise, if there's gonna be any preparation, you're gonna be preparing for this rematch? And if it doesn't happen, how devastating is that gonna be for you?
Yeah, I haven't thought that far ahead. Here's the thing. It's not going to make or break my career. You know what I mean? The people that watch, they know. You know what I mean? You look at the feedback. You know what I mean? So I just don't want it to end like that. I want the rematch. So, like I said, if we rematch and he beats me fair and square, then he beats me fair and square. The way it should be. That's how it should be done. You know what I mean? We put our asses on the line. We train for 8 to 10 week training camps, grueling. What if I had kids? That win bonus could be a huge difference. You know what I'm saying? We put a lot on the line for these things, and I just want to run it back so that if he beats me, he really beats me. But I want to prove that I was going to win that fight. I want to prove that I got wrong. And I want to prove Yamasaki that he's so fucking wrong that he can't even see straight. It's just baffling.
Will you be filing any kind of protest
Yes.
against stoppage?
Absolutely. I'm sorry for interrupting you. We will be talking to the Oklahoma State Athletic Commission. We will seek due diligence on a few of the matters that happened during the fight, and I just think that's the right thing to do in a situation. This is kind of one of the worst, in my opinion. I mean, I'm a huge fight fan. I watch a lot of fights all the way across the board, from the B leagues to the top of the pyramid. I've watched all sorts of fights, and even though I haven't seen the fight, this feels like the worst stoppage ever. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's just, guys, why can't I just get beat fair and square? I'm serious. Let's just be honest. Why can't I get beat fair and square? The only guy that beat me fair and square is Jorge Masvidal by a second. I get fucking robbed in Massachusetts, Connecticut. I get robbed in Oklahoma City. To me, I'm unbeatable. The only people that are gonna beat me are the refs and the doctors. It's fucking bullshit.
All right, Mike, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Now let's wreck this place. Wish this was a beer.
You're good.